Head coach of the Chiefs is Jerry Cordillera. And now, starting for the hosts, JRU Heavy Bombers. Forward number 11, Clint Muñez. Power forward number 18, Michael Mapua. Center number 5, Abdul Wahab Abdul Rasak. Point guard number 7, Dave Sanchez. And the off guard number 9, Philip Panyamogan. Head coach of the Heavy Bombers, Vergel Meneses. The officials for this crucial match, Maynard Balyaser, Romy Maribin, and AJ Scooby-Doo.
A battle for solo second dito sa Season 90 of the NCAA. Starting out para sa Arellano University, David Ortega, Zach Nichols, Prince Capital, John C. Holtz, Isiri Cruz. Para sa JRU, Dave Sanchez, Philip Panyamogan, Abdul Wahab, Michael Mabulak, and Clint Muñez. Also a marquee matchup at the sidelines. The aerial Voyager on one side and the Minister of Defense on the other side. Yan yung mga panaglalabanan na posisyon, coaching, sidelines, players. It is definitely an explosive matchup as Arellano takes the opening tip. Immediately, Zach Nichols fires a three. And Zach Nichols coming up with his best game the last time out. Had 23 points in the last game at Arellano University. Let's see if he can explode as well dito sa laban na ito.
Zach Nichols, when you give him that opportunity, especially from that three-point area, he will take it. So you gotta make sure that you have a hand up on him, make sure na alam mo kung nasan siya at all times.
Here's Mabula, probably the most consistent performer now at Rizal University this season. Unfortunately, they get a turnover. Ortega, naghanap ng papasahan. Nichols, one more try for a three. Too strong on that one. Capital the rebound. Nichols, one more try. Finally gets it in.
Makikita mo, James, pagka hinahanap itong si Zach Nichols, right when he gets that basketball, he's ready to shoot.
Philip Panyamogan, leading scorer. Now it's Rizal University. The fake and the drive. Almost gets it in, but he will go to the line.
Good read that time by Phil Panyamogan. Nakita niya si John C. Holtz yung dumidepensa sa kanya from the outside. Faked that three-pointer and then drove to the middle, rather drove to the basket.
We are talking about tough love. Ito nga, in interview, sinabi nga ni Coach Vergel Meneses na sinasabihin niya si Philip Panyamogan what else to improve in his game. You've covered him, Dom, from last season, from a guy who just hoisted up three-pointers. How has Philip Panyamogan's game grown for you?
Well, if you look at the maturity of Phil Panyamogan, especially even in that triple overtime game, yung shot selection niya now is much better. It's the understanding of what you need to do when, kung anong klaseng defender na pinapakita sa'yo. Like that time, yun nga, John C. Holtz yung lumabas sa kanya. He opted to drive, not try to step back and yank that three-point shot, which is a lower percentage shot. So it's all about maturity. And he has to thank Coach Vergel Meneses and the entire coaching staff of the JRU Heavy Bombers to be able to point those things out. Hindi ka pwedeng sabihin na, hindi, magaling naman ako 3 points, titira ko eh. You have to see, and then ano ba ang tinuturo sa akin for you to become a better player? Coaches only have the best intentions for the players.
He's averaging 18.8 points per game, 36% from three-point range, 80% mula sa free throw line. Against those two to go. First deadlock of the game early in the first. Capital against Abdul Wahab. Gets it to Holtz. Kontra kay Mabula. They have 10 left to work with. Ortega forced to create. Trapped at the baseline. Holtz gives it back to Ortega. Ortega drives but called for steps.
Talked about JRU and their defense. They showed it right there. Magandang ikot na bola ng Arellano, but they were able to stay in front of their man and make it difficult for Arellano to get a shot up.
Immediately pinapakita that they can also do it defensively. Panyamogan, top of the key. Handoff muna, babalik kay Dave Sanchez. Balik kay Panyamogan. Hesitates, finally lets it go and knocks it down.
That's a perfect example of not rushing his shot. Na libre siya pero hindi niya hinahanap agad. He was actually trying to make the offense come to him. One little fake, nung nakita niya, nagkamali yung depensa. Step back, take that three, knocked it down.
Holtz bullying his way into the paint, off the glass and in.
You know, if you look at Jonse Holtz, they really use him as a big man, but he's got a lot of potential playing the wing. You can see that he has good footwork. He can shoot from the outside, plus he can get to the basket.
Mabulak to Panyamogan. One more triple try. That's good.
And that's the danger when you leave Phil Panyamogan open. Yung next time kahit hindi na siya masyadong libre, yung kumpiyansa niya mas mataas, bigger chance of him knocking down the second shot.
It has been said that shooters, their main weapon is their confidence. As Cameral knocks it down mula sa mid-range.
You know, confidence is always what will make or break you in anything in life. More so pagdating sa basketball.
I can think of several things, pero pang off-camp discussion na lang yun. Here's Nunez. 9 left on the shot clock para sa JRU. Panyamogan looking to create. Philip outside. Sanchez. At mapupunta ka ng 24 segundo para sa Rizal University. As you take a look at Philip Panyamogan, the leading scorer and the main bomber ni Coach Berhel Meneses, back-to-back hits from downtown. 2-point advantage para sa Rizal University. Donald Kumaru in the game para sa Arellano University. Caperal rocking and rolling with that step. Off the glass and in. Beautiful move inside.
Good aggressive move. Not really forcing his size. Used his quickness that time.
All tied up, 8-all. 6 minuto natin dito sa ating unang yugto. Foul away from the basket. Caperal acknowledging it.
That's the adjustment on defense. Knowing kung nasan si Phil Panyamogan. This is that move of Prince Caperal. Using quickness that time. Going towards the baseline and able to finish. Pero on the defensive end, pagdating sa kabila, tinitignan nila yung Phil Panyamogan kasi nakakadalawa na eh. So even when he's cutting or trying to get free, his teammates, the teammates of whoever's guarding him, sinusubukan tulungan siya to delay him by bumping him.
Abdul Wahab with a putback.
Abdul Wahab was our best player in that triple overtime win of JRU against Arellano.
Caperal inside, soft hands, soft finish.
That time, break that on defense once again for JRU, allowing that easy two para kay Caperal.
Both teams trading buckets and trading stops, all tied up, 10 points apiece. Floater doesn't go. Arellano running the other way. Nichols licking out, pero hindi lang niya makuha yung basketball.
This is the pace of Arellano right now. So if you look at JRU, this is not where you want to be.
Tied game, 10-all. Back in a moment. Mabilis ang rat-rata ng aksyon dito sa NCAA on Sports 5. Tabla ang ating laro. 10-all sa pagitan ng Arellano University at Rizal University. Mabulak looking to take Caperal off the dribble. Crosses over. Caperal with a closeout. One more offensive rebound para sa JRU. Putback doesn't go. But Panyamogan recovers.
JRU being very scrappy that time, not allowing itong Arellano to get on their offense.
There's the drive, but fouled on the attempt.
After that timeout of JRU, it's more of a pace. Change of pace ang gusto mangyari ni Coach Berhel Meneses. Why? Because earlier on, they were getting into a rat game. Yung tira lang ng tira, speeding things up. And if you're JRU, you want to slow things down, be methodical on defense, but as methodical as well pagdating sa inyong opensa.
Clint Muñez will go to the line. Muñez displaying the ability na makapasok sa loob ng paint, try to create a shot for himself o baka hanap ng libre kakampi. Fortunately short on that free throw. At dahil tuloy-tuloy ang sports action dito sa Sports 5, Smart will give you a chance to watch the 17th Asian Games in Incheon, Korea. Stay tuned to TV5, NCAA Games, and FIBA World Cup remaining games for promo mechanics. Those are actually the first 2 missed free throws ni Clint Muñez for the season.
Wow. Mahirap yan, ha? I remember that happening to me as well. And then after a while, yung confidence mo. Before, parang alam mo, pagpunta mo sa free throw line, walang problema. Then you miss 2 free throws, that's where the confidence comes in. Yun yung mind games that this game, this beautiful game has.
Zach Nichols will take a breather. Coach Jenny Cordillero looking to keep fresh legs on the floor. Holtz asking for the basketball, couldn't get it. Outside shot is good. Levi Hernandez looking to be the spark off the bench, giving a 2-point lead para sa Arellano University, 12-10.
Well, Levi Hernandez started out the season, a lot better, then struggled a little bit in the middle. That's why nabibigyan ng tsansa. Ito si Zach Nichols.
Mapua using his quickness, but couldn't score. Panyamogan gambling for a steal. Pupunta ang Arellano kay Prince Capiral. This time Abdul Wahab denying him. Here's Capiral using that jab step. Launches a jumper. What a sweet stroke para kay Prince Capiral.
Capiral is really good one-on-one. And that's about, again, understanding what the defense is giving you. Marunong siya magbasa ng depensa. Napaka-importante niyan, especially as you move on in your career.
At siya pa rin na tumataas sa depensa kay Michael Mapua. Muñez gets in the paint, sidesteps, shoots, couldn't score. Mapua, another offensive rebound. And Jonsi Holtz controls it. 4-point advantage now para sa Arellano University. Donald Kumaru, having to screen ni Jonsi Holtz. Outside the Holtz. Back to Kumaru. 8 to work with para kay Prince Capiral. Now he chooses to back down kontra kay Abdul Wahab. Capiral with a fadeaway.
Well, that time nag-iba din yung depensa na binigay ni Wahab. Linapitan na niya. Forced Prince Capiral to put the ball on the floor.
Panyamogan, pick and roll with Abdul Wahab. Short stab, doesn't go. Coming up on 3 minutes, natitira sa ating unang yugto. Here's Capiral again. Yes, Holtz in the post. Fires another jumper. Short this time.
That time, Prince Capiral not being given enough space. Jonsi Holtz rushing towards that post, crowding that lane. Capiral forced to take that.
Four-point advantage para din sa Arellano University kontra sa Rizal University. Under 3 minutes left to play. Prince Capiral is being a factor para sa Arellano University. Pero ito na mga offensive rebounding of JRU, keeping them in the game. But Holtz inside with a putback.
Well, that's the job of Mike Mapua to be able to get Jonsi Holtz outside that sweet spot. And it's going to be doubly hard because Holtz can jump. And Holtz has a, he's got longer arms. Kaya napakahirap niyan para kay Mike Mapua.
Mapua kontra kay Nick Banga. Lost the basketball, recovers. Oh, blocked away by Holtz. And the Arellano University Chiefs, pinag-usapan natin, they can light up the scoreboard, but they have kept JRU scoreless sa huling 5 minuto.
The last few minutes, JRU has really struggled in terms of the offense. Largely because they're playing to the pace of Arellano, which is more open court, a lot of freewheeling, using their advantage of being good one-on-one players.
Michael Mapua scores the first free throw, averaging 12 points for the season. Sama na 9 rebounds on 43% shooting from the field. 2 for 2 on that trip. Alalon in the game para di sa Arellano University. Beautiful ball movement leading to that field goal mula kay Jonsi Holtz.
Kung napansin mo, itong JRU all of a sudden switched up the defense, but then Arellano was able to react as well. Kumat papunta dun sa high post itong si Nico Banga, then right away, Holtz dove to the post, getting the easy two.
Makikita mo yung growth ng collective basketball IQ ng Arellano as a team.
At makikita mo na prepared din itong Arellano for the defense that being thrown against them nitong JRU, and that they practice that, and once they realize ano yung pinapakita, alam nila yung gagawin nila.
Panyamogan inside with the finish.
Here's the pressure once again for JRU. This is where they need to be able to get control of the pace.
Gio Halalon proving to be a one-man press break, safely taking it to the attack zone. Mabulak pressuring Banga. Fernandez almost trapped. Donald Gumaru. 3 seconds left, ball taken away. And Dave Sanchez looking to take it all the way.
Well, Sanchez started it out on defense. He was denying early on. And what way to reward him being able to get that wide open layup.
Under a minute remaining dito sa unang yugto. Up, 2 puntos laman. Arellano 18-16. Halalon with a pull-up. Masyado malakas. Gets his own miss. Takes it strong inside. Battle for the loose ball. Makuha ni Nick Banga, who will finally score inside.
Once that shooter takes that shot, you gotta make sure you box him out because he has the biggest advantage of knowing kung saan pupunta yung bola. But Panyamogan opted not to box out Halalon.
Asuncion and Hernandez battling in the perimeter. Mabulak, binigay kay Grospe. JC Asuncion looking to drive. An offensive foul is whistled. Grospe called on the moving screen. As we take a look at the smart slow-mo replay, Philip Panyamogan cutting inside, getting the finish. Slow-mo replay, hatid sa atin a smart jump into an all-access pass of awesomeness. Jump into smart. 4-point advantage para sa Arellano University Chiefs. Halalon dancing with his defender. And a foul given up. The second team foul para di sa Heavy Bombers. Halalon looking to be aggressive, and Tejadoro gives up another foul.
Not yet in, the penalty is JRU, so that's a good foul. They don't want to let Arellano get a bigger lead at the end of the first.
Anthony Benavides checking in the game para sa Rizal University. Quick shot. Too strong though. At doon magtatapos ang ating unang yugto. 4 puntos lamang ng Arellano University Chiefs kontra sa Rizal University. Michael Mabulak and the rest of the Heavy Bombers still keeping within striking distance, but the Chiefs, of course, led by Prince Caperal. Silky smooth stroke inside, can knock down a mid-range J, can pulse him up. 8 points and a rebound, 4 of 6 from the field. Will the Prince continue his hot shooting para pangunahan ang kanyang koponan? Makabawi kaya ang JRU? Magkakasubukan tayo sa second quarter. Tutok lang din sa NCAA on Sports 5.